All right, everyone. Well, I got my results back, and unfortunately, the cancer is growing. The Keytruda, the immunotherapy, didn't work, and we are seeing some growth in. We're just seeing some growth in a couple different spots. It's unfortunately now it's both above and below my diaphragm, and has potentially gotten into my bone marrow. This is definitely not good news, and not the news that we were hoping for. So, with that said, we're moving forward with the next little bit of treatment, and the next bit. The goal is to get into remission, and the hope is to do that and move forward with transplant. I don't know. It's weird because this is really starting to mirror my my original treatment deal that I did 10 years ago, where I was diagnosed, went through treatment, decided to do transplant, needed to get in remission, had a recurrence. So it's still, I'm still, I don't know, it's my Hodgkins is a pretty persistent bastard right now. So yeah, so I'm just a little bit deflated, a little bit disheartened, and is what it is. It's yeah, I don't want to say shocked, but I can definitely tell you though, I've spent the last 48 hours kind of preparing for either way. I just, not knowing. So there's some reasoning behind why I have been feeling fatigued lately, and that is it. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little thing, little recording of how I'm feeling and whatever right now, since I literally just walked out of getting all the results. So yeah,
I had to get out on the bike for a little bit today. Pretty frustrated that the immunotherapy didn't work, but I also know that that was a risk going into it. Squirrels chirping at me. It's really weird because this whole cancer journey right now is mirroring my original diagnosis. Talked about it, the cancer has spread. I think I mentioned it a little earlier that it's kind of moved. There's a small little hot spot in my liver again, and another one in my bone in my hip. So that kind of adds some other elements to it all. But I think I wanted to get out on the bike today because I was at home. I got yesterday's video published, so hopefully you guys have seen that. And now it's more waiting. I was supposed to go in and start on my testing for transplant next week, and that's all got pushed back now. As you can tell, I'm on the bike, and it feels good. I'm glad I got out here because I needed to get this woe is me feeling kicked out of myself right now, and so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm scared, I'm frustrated, nervous, basically all the feelings right now, all the hard feelings that you have to deal with. I don't know, there's just a number of things that makes me frustrated, but the one big question I'm really doing my best to not ask myself is, why me? And I'm feeling pretty good about that right now. The whole thing is just fucking twisted. So one of my main focuses at this point is to really work on my mindset, really work on my mentality, and I'm going to continue to keep riding my bike and just keep doing things outside, keep trying to do the best I can, really keep working on my nutrition. You know, it's constantly getting better. I got to keep doing and keep grinding out the things that are happening right now. Yeah, so I'm going to continue working on my mindset. I'm going to continue working on my nutrition. I'm going to continue to really analyze all the different aspects and parts, because that's the only thing I have in control. I don't know why I'm going through this. I don't know why. Obviously, it's happening for a reason. My thought is to really work on the things that I do have control over. That's all I can think of right now. 2020 is an absolutely insane year, and I'm in the middle of it with cancer, pandemic, all sorts of social injustice movements going on. Yeah. Anyway, I'm 3 for 3 in the treatments that I've tried that have failed. Well, I shouldn't say the first one failed. I just happened to be allergic to it. Like, what the, you know? As history has shown itself, you know, it has been a complicated thing for me. I guess that's why I am not surprised that this is just another complication. You know, starting to look at like another bump in the road, and that's fine. But, you know, I don't know, man. You know, I think you just go through, when you're in the middle of this, you just go through trying to understand why, you know, and I'm really trying not to go down the route to why. Like, why is this all happening to me? But at the end of the day, you know, I'm 3 for 3 right now for treatments that have failed, and that's kind of gnarly. At this point, maybe the idea needs to be going back old school like we did to get my body in remission, and just straight up prep for a transplant again. I don't know, you know, it's each piece of treatment that I do gets me closer to the likelihood of having another type of cancer. The likelihood, the odds, the statistics say that that's what it could be. So I don't know. I'm just you know, this is still the same day. I'm just trying to understand this a little bit and trying to get a feel for the whole thing. I'm just yeah, I really just need to let it sink in and spend a couple days just, you know, trying to spend a little bit of time on my bike. I'll be continuing to put vlogs together and just thinking about how all this is going to really transpire. Just need to make sure I get all my shit in order. That's really the biggest thing at the end of the day. So, yeah.